Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
Let's. And we have to start with the big one. It's happening. The promotional campaign for Ramayana has officially begun.
The floodgates are open. The cast, Ranbir Kapoor, Sai Pallavi, Sunny Deol, and Kunal Kapoor, were all spotted at the airport. They were heading to a grand launch event at the Bharat Mandapam in Delhi.
Which is just wow. The scale of this, right from the first step. They're not just dropping a poster on social media. They are holding a massive event at a venue known for hosting world leaders. It tells you everything you need to know about how they see this film.
It's a statement of intent, and seeing them all together at the airport, it finally feels real. For so long, it's been whispers and leaked set photos and speculation. Now we have the official beginning.
And can we just talk about the airport looks? It's always funny to me. They're heading off to launch arguably the biggest Indian film ever made, and they just look so casual. Ranbir in his usual comfy cool attire, Sai Pallavi looking effortlessly elegant as always.
It grounds them, doesn't it? It's like, yes, we are playing gods and epic heroes on screen, but right now, we're just people trying to catch a flight and hoping our luggage makes it.
Exactly. But seriously, the anticipation for this is through the roof. Nitesh Tiwari directing, this incredible cast, I think everyone is just holding their breath, waiting to see what this vision looks like.
I know I am. And the choice to start with a grand, formal event feels very traditional, very fitting for the source material. It feels respectful.
It does. And speaking of grand visions and respectful approaches, let's move from one epic to another potential one. Priyanka Chopra's birthday.
Happy birthday to the global icon. And what a gift we all got.
The best kind of gift, the one we didn't have to buy ourselves. S.S. Rajamouli dropped the first look stills of her character, Mandakini, from his upcoming film Varanasi.
And my jaw dropped with them. There were two images, and they could not be more different. One shows her looking so serene, almost spiritual, with this gentle light on her face. And the other is fierce. She looks intense, determined, like she's carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. The contrast is stunning. It's classic Rajamouli. He gives you just enough to start 1,000 theories. He is the master of the tease. He doesn't just release a poster. He releases a story in 2 pictures. What is Mandakini's journey? Who is this woman? We have no idea, but now we desperately need to know.
And what a way to honor Priyanka on her birthday. It's not just a social media post saying happy birthday. It's a creative collaboration, a showcase of her talent. It's a director saying, look at the incredible character this actor is bringing to life.
It really is.
And the industry love for her was on full display. Kareena Kapoor Khan shared a lovely throwback photo from their joint appearance on Coffee with Karan, calling her extraordinary. I love that. There's a history there, a professional rivalry that has clearly blossomed into genuine mutual respect. It's always great to see that kind of support. Absolutely. From the epic scale of Ramayana to the intense world of Varanasi, it's a good day for big canvas storytelling. It is. But not all the big news has been quite so celebratory. There's been a lot of conversation around Aamir Khan this week, for a couple of different reasons. Yes, this is a complicated one. First, there were reports of him receiving alleged threats from the Lawrence Bishnoi gang, which is incredibly serious and concerning. Security has reportedly been increased for him, and that's something you never want to hear about anyone. It's genuinely frightening, and you just hope that he and his family are safe and that the authorities are handling it properly. On top of that, he's been facing a lot of backlash online for some comments he made regarding Sonam Wangchuk, the activist who was a big inspiration for his character in 3 Idiots. Right. In a recent interview, Aamir said he didn't know Sonam Wangchuk before the making of the film, but an old video has resurfaced where Wangchuk talks about meeting Aamir a year before the film was made to explain his work. So the timelines seem to be at odds, and it's created this firestorm online with people feeling that he wasn't giving credit where it was due. It's a messy situation, and honestly, it's hard to know the full context. Memories can be funny things, wires can get crossed. But the timing is particularly sensitive because Sonam Wangchuk is in the middle of a hugely important protest. He's on an indefinite hunger strike to protest the NEET exam leak and is calling for the resignation of the union education minister. And that's the bigger picture here. While this debate around Aamir Khan has been happening, a whole host of other celebrities have come out in very vocal support of Sonam Wangchuk's actual cause. Exactly. We've seen posts of support from Hrithik Roshan, Shatrughan Sinha and his daughter Sonakshi, Kiran Rao, and many others. They are focusing on the issue at hand, the integrity of the education system and the protest of this incredibly respected activist.
Which feels like the right place for the focus to be. It's a reminder that whatever's happening in the world of celebrity commentary, the real-world issues being protested are incredibly significant and are drawing support from across the country.
Well said. It's a complex story with a lot of layers. Shifting gears a bit, let's look at how things are shaking out at the box office.
Let's crunch some numbers. It seems the jungle adventure is coming to a close for Akshay Kumar's Welcome to the Jungle.
Yes, the film has basically wrapped up its run, and it's looking to finish below the 140 crore mark in India. The reports are saying it's on track to become his 10th highest grossing film.
Which, on one hand, being in the top 10 of a superstar's filmography is nothing to sneeze at. But on the other hand, for a film with this scale, this cast, and this franchise name, you have to imagine the expectations were much, much higher.
Absolutely. It feels like a bit of an underperformer, especially for a big holiday release. It just didn't seem to connect in that massive way they were hoping for.
Meanwhile, the laughter is still ringing for Dhamal 4. The film did very well in its first week. The Dhamal franchise just has this loyal audience that shows up. You know what you're getting. A big ensemble, lots of slapstick, and just chaotic fun. It seems to have delivered on that promise for its fans. It did. But the big new arrival is a film called The Odyssey, which opened yesterday to really good houses. And when they say good, they mean good. The collections for IMAX screens were apparently terrific, even with hiked ticket prices. Some premium seats were going for as high as 3,000 rupees. 3,000! For that price, I'd want the director to come and personally explain the plot to me during the interval. You'd want a personal Q&A session, and maybe some complimentary popcorn for the next 5 years. But it shows that if you offer a premium, large-format experience for the right film, audiences are willing to pay for it. The first-day net collection was reported at almost 16 crore, which is a fantastic start. It really is. It proves that the event film is still very much alive and well. People will come to the theater for a spectacle. On the flip side of that, we have the new animated film, Mahaprabhu Jiggernath. The opening has been, well, very low. Painfully low. One report said its opening day earnings were only 1.4.
It's another unfortunate example of how hard it is for Indian animation to break through at the box office. It's a real chicken and egg problem. People don't go because they don't expect the quality, so studios don't invest in the quality because people don't go. It's a tough cycle to break, a very tough cycle. It's a shame because there are so many incredible stories in our mythology and folklore that are perfect for animation. You just hope one day a film truly breaks the mold and opens the doors for others.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. And away from the box office numbers, we saw some of the industry's biggest stars out and about this week.
Yes, starting with Salman Khan, who was seen in a very different capacity. He was in Mumbai inaugurating a new digital center for the Slum Rehabilitation Authority. That's right. He was also there to distribute home keys to over 50 beneficiaries of a rehabilitation project. It's always wonderful to see stars using their platform for this kind of direct community engagement. It really is. It's easy to get caught up in the glitz and the glamour, but this is the stuff that makes a real, tangible difference in people's lives. It was a great moment.
A very different kind of moment is being planned by Ranbir Singh for his next film, Pralay.
Oh, this sounds exciting. The mega-budget zombie thriller has just signed on a major international talent.
A huge talent. The cinematographer is Juan Carlos Gil, who is known for his work on Narcos.
Okay, now you have my full attention. Narcos has one of the most distinctive, gritty, and immersive visual styles on television. If they're bringing that kind of aesthetic to a Bollywood zombie movie, that could be something really special.
It immediately elevates the project, doesn't it? It signals that they're not just making a run-of-the-mill horror film. They're aiming for a certain level of prestige and a very specific, grounded in realism visual tone.
And this ties into a headline I saw debating who will own the Bollywood zombie wave of 2027. They listed Karthik Aaryan, Ranveer Singh, and Tiger Shroff as contenders.
I love that. We're already crowning the king of a genre wave that hasn't even hit the shore yet.
It's classic Bollywood. But honestly, with a move like hiring the Narcos DP, Ranveer is making a very strong opening bid for that crown. He's saying, my zombies are going to be prestige, award-worthy zombies.
His zombies will have gravitas.
It's a fascinating development. And speaking of industry titans, we have to talk about Amitabh Bachchan. He's been everywhere this week. He is perpetually everywhere. The man is a force of nature. First up, he's getting ready for the new season of Kaun Banega Karupati.
KBC 18. It premieres on August 10th, and the new promos are teasing a major change to the gameplay.
Yes, apparently the new format is designed to make contestants think beyond just memorized facts. He says they have to think more laterally. I'm so curious to see what that actually means. How do you change a quiz format that is so iconic?
I have no idea. Maybe the questions are riddles now? Or philosophical quandaries? For 1 crore rupees, what is the sound of one hand clapping?
Lifeline, I'd like to poll the audience on the nature of existence, please. It's going to be interesting. He just has such a command of that stage. It's hard to imagine the show without him.
It's impossible to imagine. And he's also been sharing his thoughts on the FIFA World Cup. He was saying that while every player is a superstar, the game really lies in the hands of the coaches and their strategies.
A very astute point from a man who clearly appreciates the art of direction, both on the field and on the set.
And then we got this wonderful little flashback moment from Hema Malini. She was talking about being nervous before filming Bhagwan because she had taken a long break from acting.
Oh, I love stories like this.
She said that Amitabh Bachchan really helped her overcome that nervousness. He apparently told her, "We are sailing in the same boat. We will do it together."
That's just so lovely. To have someone of his stature be that reassuring and collaborative, it's a testament to his character as a co-star. It explains why everyone loves working with him and why he's worked for so long. He's not just a superstar. He's a great teammate.
Exactly. What a legend. It feels like we're in a real moment of transition in the industry, with all these big projects and new ideas floating around.
We really are. And one of the biggest experiments is happening with a fan-favorite series. Rasika Dugal has been talking about Mirzapur the movie. This is such a fascinating test case, taking a hugely popular OTT series and moving it to the big screen. Rasika said it's a first for Indian entertainment, and she's right. And she raised the million-dollar question. Will that loyal OTT fan base, who is used to watching the show from their couches, actually go out and buy a ticket to see it in a theater? It's a huge gamble. The viewing habits are so different. Binge-watching a season is not the same commitment as planning a trip to the cinema, but the brand is so strong. If any show can pull it off, it might be Mirzapur. I'm so curious to see how it plays out. It could open up a whole new pathway for successful web series, or it could be a lesson in keeping different media in their own lanes. We'll have to wait and see.
And while we're on the topic of powerhouse women, there's a report that Deepika Padukone has been filming for her upcoming film, Raka.
Yes, and not just filming, but reportedly shooting through her 3rd trimester, even doing night shifts.
That is just an incredible level of dedication. You just hope that all the necessary precautions are being taken and that she's comfortable and healthy. It's her personal choice, of course, but wow.
It speaks volumes about her work ethic, and it also reflects a changing industry where there's more support and infrastructure to allow an actress to make that choice, which might not have been the case a decade or 2 ago.
That's a really good point. It's about having the agency to decide how you want to balance your life and your work. And speaking of new work, Ranbir Kapoor is moving on to her next project.
Yes, after the controversy around her last film, Petty, she signed a new film with Umesh Bist, the director of Pug Light.
Oh, that's a great pairing. Pug Light was such a sensitive, nuanced, and beautifully directed film, and it's being backed by Ekta Kapoor's Balaji Motion Pictures and Gunet Manga Sikya Entertainment. That is a powerhouse trio of women right there, Janvi, Ekta, and Guneet, plus a director who has proven he can handle complex female-led stories. This sounds like a project with immense potential. It's a smart move for Janvi.
A very smart move.
And let's not forget the next generation making waves. It was the 1st anniversary of the film Sayara. And what a year it's been for that film. To celebrate, the lead actors Ahan Pandey and Aneet Pada were at London's Wembley Stadium.
As one is.
Just casually popping by Wembley. They were there to unveil an exclusive collector's edition vinyl LP of the soundtrack. How cool is that? A vinyl release. It feels so wonderfully old school and special. It's a testament to how much the music of that film resonated with people. It's more than just a movie. It's become a cultural moment for its fans. A lovely way to mark the occasion.
Absolutely. And you know what else is a cultural moment? Every time Ori posts a video with a celebrity.
It's true. This week's participant was John Abraham.
Ori gave him one of his word challenges, and at the end of it, John Abraham accidentally says, "I love you," and then immediately looks so amused with himself.
I saw that. It was genuinely funny. John Abraham has this very serious, stoic persona, so seeing him get caught in this lighthearted, silly moment was just delightful. The fans were loving it.
It just goes to show, nobody can resist the chaotic good of Ori.
He'll get you eventually.
He will. We also had some happy personal news from Sambhavna Seth and her husband Avinash Dwivedi. They revealed the names of their twin babies.
Yes, with some absolutely adorable pictures. Their sons are named Yukarth and Dwaja.
Beautiful, classic names. It's been such a long journey for them, and it's just wonderful to see them so happy with their family. We wish them all the best.
Definitely. We also got some words of wisdom from Sanjay Dutt, who was reflecting on his time in prison.
He shared a life lesson he learned from a constable there, who told him, learn to forgive people.
That's incredibly profound. To come through an experience like that with a perspective of forgiveness rather than bitterness is powerful. It's a reminder that you can find wisdom in the most unexpected places.
It really is. And on a much lighter and very sweet note, Randeep Hooda and Lynn Laystrom celebrated their daughter Neomika's wedding ceremony.
They shared these heartwarming pictures from the traditional gathering. It looked like such a beautiful, intimate family celebration. It's so lovely to see them embracing and sharing these precious moments.
Just lovely. And we have to give a quick mention that the winners of the 72nd National Film Awards are set to be announced today.
Yes, so by the time many of you are listening to this, the news will be out. It's always a big day for Indian cinema, celebrating the best films from across the country. We will definitely be doing a deep dive on the winners in our next episode.
For sure. There is always so much to discuss there. It's been a packed week, from massive film launches to quiet family celebrations.
From box office showdowns to zombie waves on the horizon. It never stops.
Never a dull moment. And I think that's about all the headlines we have time for today.
Headlines to heartbeats tuck. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.